Hey guys, my name is Anthony, and in today's video, I'm going to be double uploading today. Actually, I've got a video coming out about 5 o'clock, but I wanted to make this just to sort of talk about what's going on with F1 2020. Codemasters have been revealing a couple of things, so I sort of wanted to give my take on it and just talk about it really. And the main thing I wanted to talk about was the reveal of the driver ratings and what I think of it. So getting into it now, what the driver ratings are, for those who don't know, is basically each driver is going to be assigned a rating, and it's not just the F1 drivers from my understanding, it's also going to be the F2 drivers as well. This is sort of tied into the career mode and the My Team stuff. So basically each driver is going to have a rating, and based on that rating and based on their salary, you're going to be able to choose different drivers to sort of be a part of your team or be a part of your career mode. And I think you'll be able to train them up as well, to a certain extent as well. So that'll be pretty good. And I've got the sort of ratings here. You can actually already see Alex Albon and Max Verstappen's ratings, but going into what each rating means. The first one is experience. Now, what they're saying here is a higher experience score will help players collect a greater number of resource points. So, for those of you who are doing career mode or doing My Team and they want, you want to use the resource points to help develop the car, having a second driver who has more experience, it's going to be a little bit better for you, because obviously they'll be able to rack up a lot more resource points, but at the same time I'm assuming that a driver with more experience is obviously going to cost a lot more as well. So you are going to have to probably spend a little bit more money to bring them in, but the money will be worth it, because then you'll be able to use the resource points, the extra resource points that they are gathering to help develop the car. And then you've got racecraft. A higher racecraft score will allow drivers to unleash more effective overtakes. So, people like Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo, who are sort of known for their aggressive driving style and they're known for their overtakes, probably going to have a more higher racecraft. Lewis Hamilton, I think he's got a pretty high racecraft score as well. So, if you're looking for a number 2 driver who can really sort of go on the offensive and try and get those positions, especially on tracks where track position is definitely of importance, then definitely having a higher racecraft is probably going to be what you're looking for. If you want a sort of driver who can make amazing overtakes on tracks like Singapore, probably going to be the sort of rating that you're looking at when you're looking at a second driver. Next, we've got awareness. Now, Codemasters are saying that a higher score for awareness will mean that the driver's less likely to lose control of their car when the going gets tough. So I was just watching a TRL Limitless video, and one thing he said he noticed is that the AI are making mistakes. Now, me being new to the F1 series, I can't really give you too much on that, but for people who have played the game a lot longer than me, they've all said that this is not really a thing. The AI don't make mistakes, and in a lot of cases the AI are kind of overpowered. You've seen Tom 97's video about that, where when it comes to traction, especially on F1 2019, the AI are too overpowered. So it's nice to see that, the AI are actually going to make little mistakes as well. And it seems to be tied to this awareness score. So the lower awareness they have, probably the more mistakes you're going to see from those drivers. So, you see here that Max Verstappen has, can't even do maths right now, but he has 6 awareness points higher than Alex Albon. So Alex Albon is probably going to make more mistakes in a given race than Max Verstappen. So going into the last one, pace, pretty simple. The higher the pace, the quicker they are as a driver. However, it doesn't mean that they're going to be really good at overtaking. So, they might be very quick, but they might not be good at overtaking. So, it's nice to see this balance. And I was speaking to a friend about this just now, and he mentioned the whole FIFA thing, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably look at this and the first thing they think of is FIFA Ultimate Team. And to be honest, I said to him, no, I don't know. I don't think this is going to be the same thing. Reason being, because it seems as if each rating does have an effect in some way on your My Team or on your career mode or on the AI driver themselves. Whereas FIFA have already admitted multiple times that the ratings that they put on their cards really don't mean anything. So, I don't think it's really going to be the same thing. I actually want to give Codemasters the benefit of doubt and actually believe them and hope that they have actually put these ratings to good use. You know, these ratings actually mean something. So next I want to sort of go over each ratings. Now they've not revealed all of them, but they've revealed quite a lot, and they've revealed a couple of more today at the time of recording this. So you get to see some driver ratings and see what we're sort of looking at when it comes to the F1 2020 game. So we've been looking at the Red Bull ones now. These are the cards here for Red Bull. You've got Alex Albon and Max Verstappen. I want to sort of highlight the bottom here. You may notice that it's got contract costs, and I'm assuming that the contract cost is going to be, it's not going to be an extra price. I think this is just literally just these two combined. So the salary plus the buyout equals the contract cost. So Max Verstappen is going to be 10.5 million, which I'm assuming obviously is going to be quite a lot when it comes to the game, because he's rated 90. He's got 68 experience. I want to believe he's been in for 6 years. Again, I'm new to F1, so I don't know all of that stuff, but I'm assuming he's been in for around about 6 years, because I think he joined 2014. I could be wrong, but yeah, he's got 94 racecraft, 84 awareness, and 96 pace. Obviously, Max is regarded as one of the quickest drivers on the grid, so it's nice to see that they're sort of taking that into account. Whereas Alex Albon, he's just joined F1 really, so you can see his experience is a lot lower, but he does have pretty nice racecraft. Obviously with the Belgium Grand Prix, it sort of stands out, you know, with the amount of overtakes he was making there. You know, it's nice to see that they're sort of looking into that and giving him the racecraft rating that he should roughly get. In terms of pace, yeah, you know, he was doing pretty well at Toro Rosso. That's why he was picked up by Red Bull. So 83 base seems reasonable for someone like him. So moving on to Racing Point, you've got Sergio Perez and Lance Stroll. Perez has a contract cost of 7.5 million, whereas Stroll has a contract cost of 6 million. So it seems as if, you know, higher rated drivers are going to have obviously higher contract costs, but it's not going to necessarily be by a whole lot, because, you know, Perez has a 7 rating difference to Stroll, but yet their contract cost is only 1.5 million different. So it seems as if, you know, the difference isn't going to be that big, depending on, you know, the going through the teams. So you've got 85 for Perez and 78 for Stroll. You've got 78 experience, 91 racecraft, 80 awareness, and 86 pace for Perez. Perez is sort of one of those unspoken about sort of drivers. You know, he's really performed quite well, but he's not someone that gets talked about enough. So I feel as if Sergio Perez is probably going to be a pretty good candidate for a lot of people when it comes to my team for the second driver. Stroll, yeah, not really much to say about Stroll, so I think we'll just move on there. So moving on to AlphaTauri now. Both drivers are rated the same, but I like how their ratings are quite different. So you've got Pierre Gasly, who only has a 53 experience, but then you've got the Kvyat, who's obviously been in F1 for longer. He's got 63. They've got similar racecraft, but then the awareness is sort of where the main difference is for these two drivers. So Gasly has an awareness of 87, whereas Kvyat only has an awareness of 74. So, you know, when it comes to Kvyat's AI, I'm going to assume that he's going to be making a lot of mistakes when you're racing him in GP mode or in my team or career mode. He's going to be making quite a lot of mistakes because he's got a really low rating. I think he's actually got the lowest. No, Stroll's got the lowest here out of all the people we've seen so far, but only by 1. So, you know, and considering that he doesn't have as much experience as Kvyat, yeah, you're probably going to see a lot of mistakes coming from him. And then you've got pace, where I'm not sure about that, to be fair. I'm not sure about that. I think maybe Gasly should have a little bit higher pace than 80, especially compared to his teammate. But, you know, I'm not the one who makes the game, so yeah, we'll just have to see if maybe they get updated through the year. They could get updated through the year as a default, and obviously you can train the drivers as well, so, you know, you can go up that way as well. Moving on to Mercedes now. The two big guys. You've got 90 rating for Bottas and 94 for Hamilton. Now, this sort of surprised me. Hamilton has an 89 experience. I actually thought it'd be higher because, from my knowledge, he's been in F1 for 13 years, which is a very, very long time. You know, obviously that's long career to have in Formula 1. So I thought, it'd be higher than just 89. But I'm assuming when it comes to the experience, they don't want to put it too high, I guess. But Hamilton's got 89 experience, 93 racecraft, 95 awareness, and 96 pace. Obviously, being a 6-time world champion, he's going to have, some of the best stats on the game. Valtteri has 71 experience, 89 racecraft, 99 awareness. So I don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of mistakes from Bottas's AI at all, because he's pretty much got what I'm assuming is the highest awareness rating in the game, it seems, because he's got 99 and 91 pace. So I think awareness might also play a part in sort of how much they retire throughout the season as well. I mean, that's just something I'm throwing out there. It could be something that may be attached to that as well. You might see a lot more crashes, which obviously can result in more retirements. So for someone like Bottas, you're really going to be seeing him retire. But then for someone like Kvyat, he might be retiring from races a little bit more. So that's something you can also look at when looking at who to sort of have as your second driver. And moving on to Renault, I accidentally just showed you guys the Williams there for a second. But moving on to Renault, you've got Esteban Ocon coming back into Formula 1 after taking a year off, obviously with Stroll taking his seat. He's got 54 experience, 90 racecraft. I've not really seen too much of Ocon, because obviously he didn't drive last season, and last season was the first season that I watched Formula 1. He's got 79 awareness and 82 pace, and then you've got Ricciardo, who has 76 experience. I'm not sure how long Ricciardo's been in F1, but I was thinking he probably should have a little bit higher than just 76, but again, I didn't make the game, so I don't know how they're sort of structuring their ratings. He's got 90 racecraft, 86 awareness, and 90 pace. So yeah, when it comes to Ricciardo, obviously Ricciardo's known for his overtaking, so he's definitely going to be someone that you might want to pick up if you want to pick up someone in the midfield who can really sort of bring the car from the midfield to, sort of towards the front of the field. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool. And then you've got the Williams guys. You've got Nicholas Latifi. He's just coming into F1. He's not officially raced in F1 yet, obviously due to the diseases going on. Don't want to really mention it because you know how YouTube is. But yeah, he's only got 32 experience, obviously. He's got the experience from F2 and stuff like that, but he's never been in F1, so I can understand why it's as low. 60 racecraft, 80 awareness, and 64 pace. And this is what I'm sort of talking about when it comes to the awareness. Nicholas Latifi, he's not been in F1, he's been in F2 and stuff like that, but he's already got a higher awareness than George Russell and Danny Kvyat. So I'm not really sure necessarily why different drivers have been assigned different awarenesses, but yeah, probably going to see more mistakes from the guys with the lower awarenesses there. But George Russell, he's got 75 rating with 52 experience, 73 racecraft, 78 awareness, and 80 pace. A lot of people, they have said, the potential that George Russell has, and obviously he's not really been able to show that because the Williams car has been so much slower as of recent years. So yeah, I can see why they would give him 80 pace there. So that's all of the driver ratings that have been revealed as of yet. So I think I'm going to end the video here. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment section what you think about these sort of ratings. Do you think that these ratings are accurate? Do you think that they shouldn't have included them in the game or whatever? Just give your general opinions on what you think about these ratings. Me personally, I think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea, especially with the whole My Team thing, and the fact that Codemasters actually sort of taking the game a little bit more seriously with the force feedback that I've been handling model that I've been hearing from some of the videos, and they've been putting in this driver ratings, and you can actually see the AI making mistakes now and stuff like that. It's a really nice thing to see, and I'm glad that I've sort of joined the F1 community during this time period where the Codemasters have actually started to take the game a little bit more seriously. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about this stuff, and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Once F1 2020 comes out, I'm going to be making a bunch of content on there, so you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. So I'll see you guys in my next video, which should be coming out. I'm not sure if this video is going to be coming out first, or if the next video that I've already uploaded is going to be coming out first. But either way, there's another video on my channel which I'll link in the top right hand side of the screen. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.